So my alarm clock every morning, no doubt, is my son. He still sleeps with us in our room. It's how we've always known motherhood to be, so we prefer him near us so that we can hear him and keep an eye on him. Sometimes he may fall back asleep. Here you can see I tried to get a few more minutes in, but it didn't work, so I had to get up for the day because he was up for the day. So once I'm up, I go straight to the kitchen. The first thing I do is to start on his milk.
You take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. I feel so free, oh my sweet baby.
He takes breast milk, expressed exclusively, so I get a couple from the fridge and I make up 6 ounces and warm it up for him. So a little tip is to warm your milk up, fill it up right above the line of where the milk reaches, and then warm it up for the same amount of minutes as the amount of milk. And that's always worked for me, but definitely also still check the temperature as you would normally on your wrist and so on. So for 6 ounces, 6 minutes.
Oh my sweet baby.
And then I go and get his diapers to change him for the morning. We use the diaper nappies, and everything that you see me use will be linked below in the description. So after changing him, I give him his milk and then I put him in the swing, and then I make a start on his breakfast. All the pieces back together. Here is the leftover of his milk, and I would usually give it to him along with his breakfast just so that he gets enough nutrients in. And we use the Danelac organic range, so we also use the hip organic rice, but I'll just choose one for the morning, and here it's corn, rice and banana, and I make up his breakfast. We also gave him Well Baby vitamin syrup because he's breastfed, and we always include some fruit in his breakfast as well as some protein. He's okay with peanut butter, so just check that your baby is not allergic to it before you use that.
Free, oh my sweet baby.
Once the milk is warm, I just mix up his breakfast. I make sure the milk does not boil too much, just warm it up to maintain more nutrients.
Always the one to find myself lost in long conversations, cause I've always been told that things will unfold if you keep on waiting.
And I eyeball the cereal and add enough and stir as I go. I pretty much eyeball everything. I think I'm used to it now, and I have a rough idea of what he's getting.
Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. I feel so free, oh my sweet.
Then I get his high chair. We use the Greco high chair, and it's about time to start feeding him his breakfast. You see here in a minute that he's asking for it. He's ready to eat.
Never the one to give up the ghost. No, I was so stuck. I kept on playing my part.
On this day, I actually gave him a wash after his breakfast because we were trying to see if it would help with his teething to calm him down. So I went ahead and cleaned up after his wash, and then I applied some Ashton Parson teething gel with my finger. It works perfectly rather than the applicator tip, and then I wipe his mouth afterwards. We also use their teething powder, but the gel works better. So then he goes into his activity center and he plays there for a little while whilst I get myself some much needed pick-me-up, i.e. coffee.
To myself, and I'm thinking out loud, we won't need nothing else for the rest of our time, and I know it so well.
Some mornings I might treat myself and order a coffee from Costa or Cafe Nero. Here I was using the Cafe Nero espresso coffee, which is quite amazing actually.
You take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free. Oh, my sweet baby. All the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free. Oh, my sweet babe.
So here is some washed bottles from the morning. My husband kindly did it for us, so I prepared my pump parts for pumping. I only sterilize the actual pump bottles at this stage, but the pump parts I don't sterilize. And in the mornings I use the big bottle because I have a lot of milk in the morning and also in the evening. And at this stage I was pumping twice a day, and I always pump also with my silicone pump.
You keep on waiting, but then you came along and proved me all wrong. I was so mistaken, 'cause you glue all the pieces.
So he started to fuss a little bit when I started to pump, so I turned on some baby cartoons for him just to see if it would distract him a little bit.
Forever, and I feel so free. Oh, my sweet baby.
And that didn't work, so I then went on and gave him some snacks, and here we gave him the Little Freddy organic pineapple raspberry wheat jam and quinoa puffs. He loves this. And here is the amount I got this morning. If I've drunk enough water, I'd usually be full to the brim in the bottle. I'd usually have a full bottle to the brim, but today I just have just above 250 mils or 9 ounces. So I store this in the fridge, and he uses that during the day and the next day.
Pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free. Oh, my sweet baby.
So by now little one was getting fussy and was due a nap. So I picked him up and took him down for a nap, and then I would peep through the crack of the door occasionally until he falls asleep, just to make sure he's okay. You can see him there moving about.
By your side.
And then he was gone. Once he's asleep, I closed the door, and he napped for 2 hours, which is the standard.
Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever.
He was very happy after his nap, laughing and all. So then it was time for lunch, and we're using another Danilak cereal, oats this time, and I'm mixing it with some vegetable mix, which I make and freeze, and then I use it every day. So here's one of my vegetable mix pots, and you can see some frozen breast milk in there as well. I was creating a stash at this point. So I blend it all up, and this is the outcome. I also give him a little bit of milk to go with his lunch, and also he has some water. So after lunchtime, it's just time for him to play in the afternoon with some toys, and that concludes our morning routine. I will leave a link of everything that you see me use for baby in this video in the description. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
Back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. I feel so free. Oh, my sweet baby.